दोस्तों पिछली वीडियो में हमने एडवांस प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी प्लानिंग के बारे में डिस्कशन किया था। मैं उसी की थोड़ी समरी आप लोगों को बताना चाहूँगा जिससे आप एपीक्यूपी प्रोसेस को पूरा रिफ्रेश कर सकें और हम उसी के आगे आज प्रोडक्शन पार्ट अप्रूवल प्रोसेस के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे। पहले मैं एपीक्यूपी की समरी के बारे में आपको बताता हूँ। एपीक्यूपी की समरी में जैसा आपको मालूम होगा हमने 5 फेज के अंदर पूरे एपीक्यूपी प्रोसेस को डिफाइन किया था और पहला फेज में हमने प्लानिंग के ऊपर बात की थी, दूसरे फेज में प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन एंड प्रोसेस डिजाइन के बारे में थर्ड फेज में बात की थी, फोर्थ फेज में हमने प्रोडक्ट एंड प्रोसेस वैलिडेशन के बारे में बात की थी और पांचवें फेज में हमने फीडबैक इंप्रूवमेंट एंड करेक्टिव एक्शंस के बारे में बात की थी। तो मैं एक छोटी सी समरी आपको एपीक्यूपी प्रोसेस की बताना चाहूंगा। एपीक्यूपी में सबसे पहले अगर मैं बात करता हूं तो डिजाइन क्वालिटी में विच इज प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन। ओके, प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन क्वालिटी में हम क्या करते हैं, प्राइमरली वी टॉक अबाउट DFMEA, ओके, एंड वी टॉक अबाउट द डिजाइन रिव्यू। ओके, दूसरा जो हमने बात किया था इट इज अबाउट द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग क्वालिटी। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग क्वालिटी का मतलब इट इज नथिंग, इट इज बेसिकली द प्रोसेस डिजाइन एंड वैलिडेशन। ओके, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग क्वालिटी में हम बात करते हैं प्रोसेस फ्लो डायग्राम PFD, हम लोग बात करते हैं PFMEA, प्रोसेस फेलियर मोड एंड डिफेक्ट एनालिसिस, वी टॉक अबाउट द कंट्रोल प्लान, हम लोग बात करते हैं मेजरमेंट सिस्टम एनालिसिस का, हम लोग बात करते हैं प्रोसेस कैपेबिलिटी एनालिसिस। सो ये हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग क्वालिटी के अंदर बात करते हैं। और हम तीसरा जो पार्ट है इसका, तीसरे पार्ट के अंदर हम बात करते हैं सप्लायर क्वालिटी। सप्लायर क्वालिटी बेसिकली जो भी आपके सप्लायर हैं, चाहे वो रॉ मटेरियल के हैं, चाहे वो टूल्स के हैं, चाहे वो डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन से रिलेटेड चाइल्ड पार्ट के, उन सब की सप्लायर क्वालिटी के बारे में हम लोग कंप्लीट डिस्कशन करते हैं। एंड लास्ट जो पार्ट है दैट इज बेसिकली इट्स प्रोडक्ट क्वालिफिकेशन। ओके, प्रोडक्ट क्वालिफिकेशन में हम क्या करते हैं, सबसे पहला लाइक फर्स्ट आर्टिकल इंस्पेक्शन, हम बात करते हैं पीपैक के बारे में हम डिटेल में चर्चा करेंगे। उसके बाद हम बात करते हैं प्रोडक्ट टेस्टिंग और हम बात करते हैं टूल्स एंड गेजेस के बारे में। ये सब करने के बाद इसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए हम लोग बात करते हैं डिफरेंट फेजेस की, जो हमने बात की 5 फेजेस हैं जिनको हम गेट कंट्रोल रिव्यू बोलते हैं। गेट GRC1, GRC2, GRC3, GRC4 एंड GRC5। इन गेट कंट्रोल रिव्यू के द्वारा हम पूरे एपीक्यूपी प्रोसेस को कंट्रोल करके इस प्रोसेस को हम कंप्लीट करते हैं। ये करने से एक्चुअली हमें मिलता क्या है, विच इज नथिंग, इट्स द आउटपुट ऑफ एपीक्यूपी प्रोसेस। लाइक सबसे पहले तो हमारा जो प्रोसेस है उसकी रिलायबिलिटी इंप्रूव होती है सो दैट वी विल गेट ए डिफेक्ट फ्री प्रोडक्ट। ओके, ओवरऑल टाइम ऑफ डेवलपमेंट विल आल्सो रिड्यूस। ओके, like will get a zero spill, it means there will be no delay in terms of vehicle launch. The product design will be robust. The product cost control. So by doing the APQP complete gate review, by doing the process phases control of APQP, these are the output we get it leveled process, good product with a defect free, time development will be reduced like zero spillover, and the cost and quality of the product is controlled. So this is the just summary of APQP process. अब हम बात करेंगे PPAP के बारे में। PPAP इज नथिंग, इट्स ए प्रोडक्ट पार्ट अप्रूवल प्रोसेस, जो कि APQP फेज 4 के अंदर आता है, जहां पे प्रोडक्ट एंड प्रोसेस वैलिडेशन करते हैं। तो अब इसके बारे में हम थोड़ा डिटेल से बात करेंगे। प्रोडक्ट पार्ट अप्रूवल प्रोसेस। सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा PPAP होता क्या है। PPAP का फुल डेफिनेशन जैसे मैंने बताया, प्रोडक्ट पार्ट अप्रूवल प्रोसेस, ये बेसिकली एक स्टैंडर्ड मेथोडोलॉजी है जिसके द्वारा हम इंश्योर करते हैं कि जो भी हमारा पार्ट डेवलपमेंट होता है उसकी जो स्पेसिफिकेशन है, जो कस्टमर की रिक्वायरमेंट है, जो रन रेट है, वो कंप्लीटली मीट करता है। इट इज अ स्टैंडर्ड डॉक्यूमेंटेशन सिस्टम अक्रॉस द ऑल द सप्लायर। सेकेंड थिंग, बेसिकली APQP 1993 में जो AIAG बिग 3 कस्टमर लाइक फोर्ड, जनरल मोटर एंड क्राइसलर, दे डेवलप दिस मेथोडोलॉजी टू इंश्योर दैट कि जो भी हमारे प्रोडक्ट सप्लायर से आते हैं वो प्रोडक्ट का जो स्टैंडर्ड है, जो प्रोडक्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट है, वो सिमिलर होनी चाहिए सारे जितने भी हमारे सप्लायर हैं, सो दैट देयर विल बी नो एम्बिग्यूटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ सिस्टम फ्रॉम ऑल द सप्लायर। सो PPAP प्रोसेस के बारे में और डिटेल से हम जानेंगे। लाइक दिस इज द पार्ट ऑफ AIAG मैनुअल 4th एडिशन which has been released by AIG in 2006, that is currently in use across the industry. PPAP का जो प्रोसेस है, like it has been started by automotive industry, but जो इसके एडवांटेज हैं, based on this advantage, nowadays all different manufacturing industry follow this practice, whether it is a white good industry हो या it's a general engineering manufacturing sector हो, so all industries try to follow this process because the advantage of PPAP is very high, and you can standardize all your suppliers as per the standard methodology. That is the purpose of PPAP basically. And another, it is a kind of an agreement supplier और customer के बीच में एक technical agreement होता है कि this will be our measurement system, this will be our inspection system, these are the kind of drawing, engineering change we are going to follow, this will be the production run at rate. So these are the kind of a technical agreement before starting the commercial production of any component in the industries. And जितने भी हमारे change management होते हैं, those are also been taken care, whether it's engineering change or whether it's a process change. So we'll talk more about PPAP, when, in which condition we need to do the PPAP, when to do the PPAP. So we'll talk about more on that. These are the certain condition, in which condition we need to do the PPAP. Number 1, when it is a new part development, complete new part development के टाइम पे हम लोगों को PPAP करना पड़ता है. Second, if there is any engineering change. Engineering change can be proposed by customer, or engineering change can be proposed by the supplier also. It depends upon the organization structure and customer requirement. Third one is like if there is a major process change. Major process change, like it's a manufacturing process. Okay, if manufacturing process change is there, in that case also we need to do the PPAP. Okay, in case of supplier change, if you are changing a supplier for raw material or changing the child part, in that case also we need to do the PPAP. Another is like important part, if my tooling is inactive greater than 1 year, in that condition also we need to do the PPAP. So these are the 5 important condition. In this condition, when we need to do a mandatory PPAP, there could be a certain another condition in which customer can ask to submit a notification or submit a partial PPAP documentation before moving into the serial production. And specifically one point, tooling is inactive means it doesn't mean the perishable tool. It is all like our die casting tools, or it can be our match plate in case of foundry, sheet metal tools, or the basically major tool which are impacting our product characteristics. If those are inactive greater than 1 year, in that case also PPAP has to be done. So these are the certain condition we need to do the PPAP. Now we will talk about what are the different level of PPAP. There are 5 level of PPAP. Okay, we'll talk about one by one. Level 1. If it is a level 1 PPAP, we need to only submit the PSW. PSW is nothing, it is a part submission warrant. We did not submit anything apart from the part submission warrant. That is the level 1 PPAP. When we talk about the level 2 PPAP, level 2 PPAP is nothing, it is a PSW and limited supported information. Like we submit the dimensional report. Okay, in that case PSW along with the dimensional report or in fact a material certificate. Okay, so these are the limited information we submit in the level 2. And when we talk about the level 3 PPAP, level 3 PPAP में हम लोग सबमिट करते हैं PSW plus dimensional report plus material certificate plus sample. So the major change in case of a level 3 PPAP is we need to submit the sample as per the customer requirement. So generally in the good practice of industry, level 3 PPAP is the most frequently used by the customer because in this maximum things are being covered. Warrant is there, then dimensional, material certificate along with the sample. In level 4 PPAP, all the requirement of level 3 plus sometime customer ask specific requirement of a customer. Like sometimes customer asks for the measurement system analysis, he will ask process capability data analysis, he will markup drawing. So customer specific requirement addition to the level 3 requirement, that is level 4. Last level of PPAP is level 5. Level 5 basically PPAP is basically warrant. Warrant means it's a PSW plus all documented requirement as specified by customer. And important point here is a customer come on site and validate the complete process in front of him and validate our process control, validate our run at rate. So complete process is being verified as per the control plan, so that product characteristic as well as the process characteristics can be validated by customer. So that is the level 5. Generally, good automotive customer where the first time new development is happening or if it is a new supplier is being added, sometimes customer does the level 5 PPAP. The important point in case of a level 5 PPAP, the customer also share the responsibility because he validate your process, he validate your product characteristic. So he is a part of complete PPAP approval process. So these are the 5 level of PPAP process. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Now we'll talk about what kind of a different documentation can be asked by the customer in case of PPAP submission. So there are 18 documents with generally customer out of that sometimes he may ask all 18, he may ask partial of 18, he may ask 3-4 or he may ask any number of the documents. But if a customer want a complete full PPAP, in that case these are the 18 documents which need to be done. Number 1 is a PSW, which is nothing, it's a part submission amount. Number 2 is a design or drawing of the product, which is called a markup drawing. Number 3 is the engineering change, if any, complete detail of all the engineering changes, he will ask for that. Number 4 will be the customer changes or approved document, like customer approved changes or any document if it is there, he will ask for that. Another one is a design FMEA. If you are a product design responsible company, then you have to submit the DFMEA also to the customer. Okay, then it is next is PFMEA, process failure mode and effect analysis. So this we need to submit to the customer. And number 7 is PFD, which is process flow diagram. Okay. Now number 8 is nothing, it's a dimensional report. Number 8 is the dimensional result of the part. Number 9 is your material test certificate. Number 10 would be the MSc result. Number 11 will be the initial process capability. Okay, initial process capability. Number 12 will be the all control plans, whether it's a prototype, production, pre-launch and production control plan. Generally, we need to submit the production control plan in terms of PPAP documentation. Number 13 will be the, if it is a part related to appearance, we need to submit a appearance approval report. And what do you mean by appearance of related product? Like the part which are visible to customer, like in case of automotive, it's a car door handle, bonnet, outer surface, steering, seats, dashboards. These are the appearance part which is required by the customer. Number 14 is the master sample, which is being agreed by supplier and customer. Okay. Number 15 would be the checking aid, means all the measuring instrument which is used during this PPAP documentation. Next is the supplier details for child part or raw material. Another could be the like some customer want a customer specific requirement. Okay, like the initial part approval tag, how much it should be, what kind of a different format to be used for the incoming process, incoming tag. And another is the qualified laboratory certificate, from where your all the dimension calibration is being done, where the material testing has been done. So these are the some of the requirements which can be asked. Sometime under customer specific requirement, customer may ask the tooling detail, like marking of the cavity, number of cavity, year of manufacturing. So you can ask for the tooling detail. You can ask for the packaging detail, how the product is going to pack, what kind of the different packaging standard you are going to use it. Okay, and inspection plan. So these are the additional document under customer specific requirements. Sometimes customer may ask, or sometimes customer may not ask. So these are the 18 documentation requirement which is customer being asked during the approval of PPAP. So this is the important part of starting of the production, as we discussed in case of an LOI. In case of APQP process, after getting the LOI from a customer, we need to start making the production design, process design, validation, and at the time of PPAP run, we exactly try to run at the production requirement. Complete the production run is being done based on the sample size, and we try to actualize the production simulation environment and see what are the different challenges are coming into the process in terms of the product requirement. Are we getting the right production quantity which is required based on the cycle time decided during the product design phase and process design phase, as well as during the validation process. So this is the last process of production before starting the commercial production, and it is a very important stage of production process. Once PPAP is approved, means like PSW is signed by the customer, it means the organization is ready for the serial production, and process is also approved by the customer. So thank you very much. Here we end up the PPAP process. So please like and subscribe and wait for the next video. Please press the bell button. Thank you very much.